What do you so just listen? So what do you need from me?
I need a lease. We need to be at $1 a square foot in this space. I can tell you that. Our base, we can pay $16.50 plus triple nets. You tell me if that's even viable, if we're still even talking.
Okay. Like $16.50 a month plus triple net.
That is correct. $1 per month, $12 per year.
Hello?
Bharat?
Yes.
This is Danny D'Angelo.
Hello?
Hi. You go by Bob or Bharat?
Either one. My real name is Bharat. Nick is Bob. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, Bob, I'm looking at, this is a laundromat. That's your property, correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I'm looking to sign a long-term lease in this space. I'm a laundromat guy. It's what my partner and I do. It's what I've been doing for 15 years. And we scouted this store quite some time ago, and we've been keeping an eye on it. And we want to sign a lease with you and retool the store, put new equipment in, spend a few $100,000 on washers and dryers. You know, I'm not here to beat up on your tenant, Bob. It's just, it's time. You know, they've got, the walls are colored mustard yellow. They've got ferns in there that are covered with dust. They're not real. And really, you know, what is a laundromat? It's equipment. That's all it is. And we want to spend the money, give you a commensurate and reasonable rent check for the next 15 years. We retool the stores every 7 or so. You know, when this equipment comes to end of life, it's time. All of their tumblers, which is what we call dryers, they're single stacks. And look, again, I'm just telling you what I know about the business. It's costly. It's very expensive to redo a laundromat. I'm not a broker. I'm not an agent. We don't flip the stores. My partner's name, Mr. Walker, and he and I are ready to talk terms with you.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So
Yeah. I don't have any problem, man.
Okay. So now you don't operate the laundromat, do you? You just own the building.
Correct.
Okay. Because I don't want to hurt your feelings. Are you aware that your tenant is trying to sell the business on Craigslist for $28,000?
Well, I heard like a week ago. I didn't know before that. I heard a week ago. So, you know.
So what does that mean to you? I know what I think. What do you think about that?
Well, let me tell you, it's a great location. There is more than 10,000 condominium in walking distance.
Bob, you're trying to sell me on something I'm already interested in. So I don't need it. I'm interested.
Okay.
I'm interested.
So did you talk to the seller?
No. I'm not going to buy this business, Bob. I don't deal with the operator. No apologies. $28,000 for what? No, thank you. And I'm not asking questions. I want to be very cautious and careful because all you and I have, Bob, are words, okay? We haven't met, we haven't shook hands yet, so all I have are words. I'm not interested in buying this business. I'm interested in dealing with you, the landlord, negotiating a proper lease, and then spending the money on equipment. I'm not going to give this guy any money for this store. He doesn't have anything that I need. I need you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, so what do you need from me?
I need a lease.
Yeah, I don't have any problem. I can give the lease.
So let me explain everything. On a 15-year term, I'm going to need some rent abatement up front. We'll talk about that. I'm going to need some help from you. I'm not sure exactly what. Looks like they don't run the air conditioning units. This place needs to be delivered, obviously, in good condition. I'm not looking for you to change anything about the plumbing or the electrical. That's my job. I'm not looking for you to buy equipment. That's my job. But I need the space delivered. It looks like your roof is leaking. Obviously, you're responsible for that. We know that. We understand that.
Yes.
Replacing
Yes, I know that.
those damaged ceiling tiles, etc. And Bob, we want to hand you that rent check without failure for the next 15 years. So here's my questions. What's the exact square footage of this suite?
1650.
Okay, so that's very small, just so you know, for a laundromat. It's difficult to be profitable in a smaller store. I'm not complaining.
Okay.
We can make some
Let
money.
me tell you that. Do you need any more space? So either tenant, left or right, I can give a different place, different spot.
Thank you.
So they can move in. That's no
But
problem.
that's a great question. Here's the thing about me. I don't want to build a laundromat any more than I want to buy a laundromat, Bob. So if you knock down a wall and give us the space next door for commensurate rent, now I'm spending 1,650 square feet worth of building another laundromat. So no, thank you. This spot is what I'm interested in. What is your rate of rent on a 15-year term?
You total including triple net, or my most tenant is triple net.
Sure. I can't, if there's a triple net lease here, I can't change that. What's your starting rate?
Yeah. So total including triple is at $2,500 per month, including everything.
Oof. You see, part of the reason I can't pay that is my debt service on equipment. I'd love to talk to you about this because either way, we part friends or we do business for the next 15 years. The difference with a laundromat, the difference between us and your current tenant is the debt service on the new equipment. I'll have that equipment note, and I drag that note through almost all of my lease. I don't want the equipment to be paid off and then I'm in the money. I want to make sure I have good working equipment. I drive new cars, for instance, so I don't mind the payment.
Yeah.
We need to be at $1 a square foot in this space. I can tell you that. Our base, we can pay $1,650 plus triple nets. You tell me if that's even viable, if we're still even talking.
Okay. Okay, so dollar a square feet. So let's see what is come up with it. 1650 times. Well,
yeah, I'm listening.
So basically, you like 1650 a month plus triple net.
That is correct. $1 per month, $12 per year, because it's a lawn. And you're thinking, well, I don't know. I don't read minds. If you own the building, you're in a different position than a landlord that has a mortgage. If you want a laundromat here, we're the best there is. We're going to change that service center. We're going to be open 24/7. We're going to use an Alexa system to run the store when we're not there. We attend the store 10 hours a day. If that rent is something you can handle with appropriate increases, then we are still talking.
Okay. Give me one moment.
Do the math, Bob. I'm here.
I know. How about, can you do $1.50?
No, you're asking me for twice as much what I can afford. I could have said 80 cents, Bob, to get to $1, but I'm not a bullshitter. I just want to start where I need to be.
Okay. Well, I got to think about it now. So can you tell me? Let's see if we can negotiate each other and work it out something. So what is your role?
What is my role?
Yeah.
Someday, and that day may never come, I'll call upon you to do a service for me.
I'm not a broker.
Sorry?
I can tell you what I'm not. I don't sell these stores. We are going to be your guarantor on this lease.
Okay, so you are the guarantor and you can sell it to
Yes,
somebody,
no, we are not looking to flip. That's a really good question, Bob. I applaud you for that. We're not looking to flip or sell this store or jump out and stick you with an idiotic tenant that doesn't know what they're doing. No, we look to earn in this store. And my friend, when I'm spending 160,000 on equipment, I'm going to retool in 7 years. We're going to elevate your center. We reach out to local police departments. We sign rights to trespass. We don't put bars on the windows. We have good working changers. We do everything correctly. You want to sell this building in a few years? Imagine selling it with a brand new shiny penny, with a brand new laundromat in place, a thriving business, cars in the parking lot. That's your business because we will have that lease. I don't want to hang up this phone with you thinking
how
about
about
it.
that? So let's see if he has signed with a dollar a square feet plus, you got to pay triple net, correct?
Correct.
And then what's the increment? Every year 3%, something like that?
I'll do
How we gonna do it?
2.5% yearly increases.
Okay. Yeah, my take, yeah.
Well, shit, yeah, we're there. You said yes. Now listen, I'm going to send you a letter of intent, but there's two more things that are important. On a 15-year term, I need to drag these customers back, Bob, kicking and screaming. So on a 15-year term, what rent abatement can you offer me? I need free rent up front, not so that I can get the store running, but so I can get the store properly running and bring the consumers back. It's not a zero-sum game for me. I can float this store with the profits from my others, but I don't want to lose. I don't want to come to you hat in hand in 6 months or 6 years asking for a rent reduction. I won't do that. I can't do that. So tell me what free rent you can provide up front.
Okay.
I'll put it in the letter of intent. I just need to know what's commensurate. What can you afford me in free rent? I'll ask for 12 months on a 15-year term. So you tell me what's good. I don't want you to look at I don't want you to look at the letter of intent and freak out. I want to make sure we understand everything now.
No, because let me tell you, if I miss any rent from anybody, I'm in a hole. So right now my payment and every expense, everything is to like barely paid the expense, you know?
I appreciate that,
so
Bob. Bob, I appreciate that. You're being honest with me. I'll never be anything but honest with you. But we have to have some free rent runway. You've got a tenant now who is failing. So give us a few months so that we can get our feet.
He never missed my payment until today. He never ever missed one payment.
Okay, good. That's your business. I'm not asking. You've been lucky. So,
no, Danny, believe me or not, I'm so blessed and I'm so lucky. I have only whole center. I have 2 tenants. They just missed one payment. Just 2 tenants missed one payment, 1 month of rent. You know.
Okay.
So I'm so happy because a lot of people, other shopping centers, a lot of people didn't pay anything.
Right. I know. Bob.
Yeah.
How many months can you give me for free?
Well, I'm not giving any month free. Most I can do 30 days. That's all.
So you're going to blow up this deal over a couple of months of free rent? Let me see. At $1 a square foot over the next 15 years, at 1,650 square feet, I'll be giving you over $320,000 in future rent. Let's do 3 months from the date from the inception date. I normally ask for 12. I'm saying 3.
Well, no, I'm sorry, but I cannot do for 3 months because I'm behind my payment, man. I'm honest with you. I'm going to show you my old books if you want.
I don't need to see your books.
Yeah. So
when here's what happens to me when I move in. I can't get this store retooled in 30 days. Impossible. Even if I could, if by magic I could get those machines parachuted in, I'm going to HIP, Speed Queen, Wascomat, ADC, Dexter, all of them to get the proper price for my equipment. They have to build this stuff, Bob. I don't expect that you'd know that. This equipment isn't sitting in some warehouse like Indiana Jones. It needs to be made and sent out. I'm not trying to limp this store along the way that it is. So, you want to talk about losing money? Now I'm in debt service every month. Help me to help you. Look, let's talk about you. You've got choices. You can stick with this current tenant. God forbid he sells this place for $28,000 to someone. Who would that be for your new tenant? An idiot. Someone dumb enough to spend 28 grand on a failed business. No, thank you. You could vanilla the space, get rid of everything in there, turn it into a gray shell, and then you're sitting on inventory. Hope to get what? An optometrist or a Braille dartboard to move in? Nobody wants that. What I'm offering you is biblical. It's a bird in the hand. We are here ready to do business. I'm not trying to talk you into anything. 3 months, I'll barely be able to get this place open if I'm lucky. Parts coming from China. I just bought a refrigerator for my house the other day. It's going to take 3 months to get here. It's insane. You're saying 1 month, that's 30 days. I'm saying 90, which is what I need.
Yeah, I know, yeah. So let me repeat one more time. My calculation might be wrong, or I'm not sure. So dollar a square feet. So what's the monthly rent?
$16.50. $1 per square foot, $12 per year. $16.50 to start with 2.5% increases.
Okay.
And we need 3 months abatement.
Okay. Now, how about security deposit?
Why would I do that? I don't want to pay you in order to think that I'm going to lose. See, now you're asking about that because that's future rent. We'll bring a security deposit if you call it future rent. We'll pay month 12 ahead of time. I don't mind bringing skin in the game. That's fine, since we're talking about it.
Yeah, because the reason is that because, my every tenant have a 2 month rent deposit, you know?
I'm not your other tenants. I never will be.
So.
I'll bring you 2 months rent, but it will pay future rent. It won't be a deposit. We'll be here for 15 years.
Okay, and who signed the guarantee?
Vince Walker, my partner.
Okay.
We don't try to hide behind an LLC. That doesn't work. What's your email address? I'll send you the letter of intent.
This is, can I text you?
Yes, please.
Okay. This is good number to text you?
This is my cell phone, the only number you need.
Okay, I will text you in a minute, okay?
$1 a square foot, 3 months abatement, and you're going to change the outlook of this center with us, my friend. Bob, I appreciate you. Spell your last name for me.
Okay. I will text you my name.
I have it. Yeah.
Let me ask you another quick thing. So how you can work with the seller?
I'm not working with the seller, Bob. I'm not buying this laundromat.
No, my question is that, so how we can do, because still I don't understand what is your role.
I don't know who's selling this laundromat. I have no idea who they are. We physically walked through this laundromat. We're interested in the laundromat and operating it. I don't deal with the one selling the business. We just found it on Craigslist after we had scouted it. I'm looking at every single laundromat in Illinois, whether it's for sale or not. Go ahead.
But let me ask you, if the seller sell the laundromat to someone else, what's the role over between me and you?
Are you talking about your tenant who's in this location right now when you use the term seller?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see who current owner of the laundromat, he's selling to somebody, then what's the role between mine and yours?
Nothing. Bob, I'm not interested in buying this laundromat. Do you understand?
I understand that,
Okay.
but so what is your role? That's what I'm saying,
We operate the laundromat. I don't have any role. I don't have any role with your current operator who's running the store, who's failed, who's trying to sell it. Let me ask you something. Why are they trying to sell this laundromat on Craigslist?
He want to get out, I think.
They want to get out. Why do they want to get out? Because it's making tons of money?
No, he got to both have husband and wife have full-time jobs. They cannot pay attention on laundromat.
That's a great excuse. They have a husband and wife team who have jobs and can't work in the laundromat. They got sold a bill of goods. They are destroyed by this place. They go in and sweep the floors once a week. No, they want to sell it because it's failing. I have no interest in intrigue in buying it. If you want, I assume that since we are talking, that you're ready to move forward with a new long-term lease. Am I right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm not dealing with your tenant. I've never spoken with them. I don't intend to buy the place for $1. I intend to deal with you. They're vacating.
Give me my answer. Let me tell you. His current owner, he sells the business to someone else. Then what happens?
Then we are no longer interested in any way, shape, or form. I mean, you're confusing me. If he sells the business to someone else, you're the landlord. You need to okay their future lease. I'm not dealing with your tenant in any way, shape, or form, Bob. Not.
I know, yeah. They got to deal with me, lease. I understand that, yeah.
Okay. So why are we still talking about your tenant? If he sells it for $28,000, would you sign a lease with that person? God, no. I hope not, because that individual would be a fool. There's no value here. There's no remaining goodwill. The equipment is junk. I don't want any of it.
Okay, so that because that means you telling me current seller, he got to shut down his door and he got to leave it. That's what you're telling me?
Of course. I'm not asking you about your tenant because it's your business. Bob, I assume that this guy is month to month. He's a tenant at will. I assume that he is not any longer a viable tenant for you. If it takes 3 months for him to vacate, great. I'll sign a lease contingent on their exit. They're not going to sell this business, Bob. And if they do, let's say that they sell it for $10,000, okay, to someone else. Do you want that tenant that just spent 10 grand on a failure?
No, but how can I, because I don't want to be liable because might be the current owner say, hey, Bob, you did not you did not sign the new lease with my new tenant, and you cannot do this and that. Yes.
Are they in default?
No.
Do they have lease term remaining? Or are they month to month? Are they month to month?
Not yet.
Okay.
But it's pretty soon.
Okay. You can be.
But let me tell you, I said that he never default. He paid on time. He never missed payment.
Gotcha. Okay. So let me try to be ambiguous here. When do you think we could talk? On what day can you and I talk about this lease?
Well, we talk almost half an hour.
What I mean is, what is the date when I'm not asking about your current lease, okay? Here's what I'm asking.
But let me tell you.
When
Please
can
go
we
ahead.
talk? When can we sign a lease on this space? What date?
Let me tell you, I'm not going to sign any lease because my current tenant, he sell his business to anybody, then I can sign the lease with them.
Okay. You're wrong because I'm not going to buy the business. So if you and I are going to do business, it's going to be once this lease expires. And I'm not asking about your lease. Let's back up. Take a deep breath. When can we sign a lease with you on this space?
No, you can't. I cannot sign the lease with you because
God.
I want to.
When is his lease up, Bob? Bob, when's his lease up?
It's the end of the month.
At the end of this month?
Correct.
Oh my God. In 9 days.
Yes.
Oh God. Bob, I'm going to send you a letter of intent. It'll have a 2-week expiration. My letter of intent won't even expire before this guy's lease is up. Bro, you're worried about nothing. I'll end up advising you on this deal. His lease is done. The guy's finished. He's trying to sell the business for 28 grand. No one's going to buy it, sir. No one, including me. Okay? Let's get this deal done. I don't want to sign a lease today, Bob. I'll sign a lease in 2 weeks when this guy's lease is up. It's great.
Okay.
One more thing.
Let me think about it.
One more thing. No, don't think about it. We're already done. One more thing.
Okay.
If someone buys this business tomorrow for $10,000, you don't have to sign a lease with that person. You know that.
Why?
Why? Because you're the landlord. It's your space.
I know, but whatever you paying me, also same time he's gonna pay me. Why I'm not gonna sign it?
Let's back up. Your tenant is trying to, out of desperation, squeeze some money out of this business that they shouldn't. Am I right or wrong? I'm right. How dare they?
Yeah.
How dare they try to sell this business when they have no lease term left? It's over. You have the decision to make. If I buy Walmart, I have to go renegotiate all of the leases for all of the Walmart centers, don't I? I hire a team of lawyers. This is a joke. This is done. Who sells a business on Craigslist, Bob? Bob, I'm not a pressure guy. Let us send you the letter of intent. Send me your email, and you're going to go from, Bob,
Yes.
3 months of rent abatement is a joke right now because this guy could walk away and you could end up not having a tenant in here for years. This is your luck. You said you're blessed. You are blessed, my friend. This is your lucky day. You got me to acquiesce to only 3 months of abatement. Text me your email address. God bless you.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Hey, I will email you. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Now do you understand why you can't just text and call me out of the blue? Because sometimes I'm on a 30-minute long phone call convincing Bob.
Hey, you know what? For the first time in, well, I already know you know your shit, but for the first time in 10 months, I got to hear what I'm fucking paying for. Beautiful.
Well, none of this is magic. And when you say that, and I love you, you know that, but 10 months to scoop up a laundromat's infrastructure in Illinois that costs someone $300,000 and to do it for nothing. I mean, I'm drained.
I get it. I get it.
I'm drained.
I get it.
This guy's like, I cannot sell to you because of the... what? When he still has lease. When's it up? In 2 days?
No, I get it, man. I get it. And it was awesome to hear firsthand. No doubt about it. Now, do you think we're gonna get this?
No, I don't think
from this
that.
fucker.
Don't ask me to stroke you. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I know what happened. Right. I know that, look, I steamroller people. It's what I'm good at. And I get the guy to say yes without saying yes. He doesn't want to do this deal, but at the end of the day, I'm always thinking 4 steps ahead. At the end, I'm like, Bob, you somehow got me to acquiesce to 3 months of abatement? Good for you. Do you think I'd have said 3 if I knew this guy's what? And the guy doesn't have to walk. He'll let him pay month to month.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ifs and whats and who's and buts going on here. That's a 30-minute cold call that turns into a free laundromat, period.
Yes. And that is truly his best option.
Of course. And he knows it.
Yeah.
All I have is words. We haven't emailed. We haven't texted him. He just texted me his email address. Took him 30 seconds.
Cool.
Put the LOI together. This guy's not going to give you new air conditioning units, but we'll ask.
Right.
He's already acquiesced to 3 months, so it's time to call back and say, Bob. This is academic right now. What we are doing, the DVD, my information, it's all academic until you get on the phone. It's different, right?
Right.
When you're listening, it's you, it's real, it's tangible, it's happening.
That's right.
There's always a million directions to go. Well, now this guy says, well, I have to pay mortgage. I don't have extra monies. Sorry.
Right.
He can pull the money, rob Peter to pay Paul. Of course he can. I've been blessed. Everyone's paying. These notes that we take are very, very, very important because he can't go back on that. When he says, oh, I don't have money to pay for air conditioning units. Yeah, you do. Because you admitted that all of your tenants have been paying on time. Make the notes.
Okay.
Because the next step, the LOI, is going to include air conditioning in good working order with a 2-year warranty. That's what you're going to write.
Okay.
There's more to come. Get back to coaching women's soccer or whatever.
Thank you.
I didn't do anything yet. God bless. I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.